It's Rachael and John. It's your Jagoff Late Night. And as you know, we don't count very well. Actually, we count very well. Right. We're just always late at everything. So as we lead up to recording our episode 100, this is episode 99 and 7/8. Because next week will be the episode of 100.
Can't wait.
Of your Jagoff
But I'm
Late
excited
Night.
for this one too. Tracy outdid herself. This is there's no theme. It's a mishmash. But it is one heck of a podcast. We're really excited.
So we want to just remind you that episode 100 is coming up next Friday. So when you're in from trick-or-treating, get ready, nestle with your Snickers bars or whatever you stole from your kids. And I'll steal Smarties and watch that at 10 o'clock. And then don't forget November, there are 3 episodes that are going to be from Pizziola Primo in Market Square. Reminding you that Market Square is open. Yes, the parking stinks a little bit, but all those retailers really could use some help down there.
Especially this time of year. We know how important the holiday season is, and it's upon us. So there you go. Also important is to support and shop locals. So perfect transition to the person to the left of us, because as you know, every episode we have to shout out a purveyor, and it's basically places that we like to go. So when we are in Brookline, which we absolutely love, it is John's second favorite neighborhood to his first favorite where he resides. We make sure that we stop at 802 Bean Company. And it was one of those things where we just kind of fell into it because I needed a coffee fix a couple of years ago.
Well, we found
and
it
fell in
on.
love.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the tour. It was the walking tour. Yeah. That's right. Sylvia.
Burgh
Bits and Bites. Yeah.
So we stumbled in because we found so many things, including Peter Land and all that. But and that's where the coffee genius right here, Rachael, found coffee.
I mean, self-proclaimed and backed up by John. But I love that I came in there. And it has been, I believe, 3 years now, maybe more.
That we have met.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's been a while. But all I know is that John and I do things like the Rohrich run for like our different car dealerships. And anytime we are in that area, we make a quick stop in there because the coffee is fantastic. As I told you, we've had a ton of meetings in there. The ambiance is great. So welcome, Megan.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
And I know that we talked to you before we interviewed you about how you sort of fell into this and you were sort of prodded to take over and you said, okay. And you've had it for 8 years now, you said?
It's going on 8. Yes.
Wow.
December 1st, 2017 was our opening day.
Yeah. How about that? Goes too quickly, right?
It went way fast.
How different? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You were a coffee fanatic and just
Always
decided to
have
get
been.
the company or this was a friend of yours and you saw
it was
there
a
hole
friend
in the
of
market.
mine. Yeah. And he was just, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It's your turn.
Time to go. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and how much has it changed though since 2017?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I think that we definitely have evolved coffee wise. We have evolved in the neighborhood itself. We went in and painted and renovated and some left the good stuff there. Of course, the tin ceilings and the original flooring.
Yeah.
So, but
it's so cozy and it's so welcoming. And
Thank you.
I mean, because, there's coffee shops, in all honesty, everywhere now.
Everywhere.
And so it is so important that when you're in a community like that, to make sure that people know that you're there and give them a reason to want to come back. And you certainly do that.
Thank you so much. I have to really mad props to my staff because they are amazing.
Yeah.
And I would not be here without them. So
the last time I was in there, I made a joke because your barista, I was like, John says this is the worst coffee person when you walk up and you know exactly what you like. And I was like, do I want the pistachio or do I want the pecan? And he was just so gracious. And he was like, it's fine. Take your time. There's a line behind you, but you take your time now. And just great customer service. So and speaking of, what did you bring us? Be a good customer service
Because you don't just sell coffee there. You do all these like cookie things. And right? You have like cookie campaigns where, you have, let's see, the Gilmore Girls yet?
That was our last campaign. So my daughter brainstormed and she's a huge Gilmore Girls fan.
Okay.
So she said to me, you have to do a menu with Gilmore Girls.
Saw that, yes.
So I picked up my phone and I said, hey, Becca Bakes. Becca is a friend of mine. And she said, let's do Gilmore Girls cookies. And I said, done. So we just had the pairing, did the whole thing, and people just went nuts.
So interesting that you said that, because my daughter is also a huge Gilmore Girls fan. When I walked in, I forget, 3 weeks ago maybe.
Yeah.
I remember like, why do I know that branding? What is that? And I should have known it was Becca Bakes. She does such a good job.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, do you
I'm
partner
so
with other
fortunate.
local purveyors?
I do.
Okay.
Yes. We also partner with Pastries a la carte on Route 51 in Pleasant Hills. That is one of our mainstays. Luckily, so great to have them. People come in, they get their coffee, they get their sweet, and it's just such a good partnership.
That's cool. So that makes it easy on you. Plus, it's supporting
does.
others. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And what are we eating?
Yes,
'Cause it's
what are we
That
everything.
is,
This is
blueberry
delicious.
crumb cake. That is from a different vendor.
Okay.
But that, for some reason, that's the OG.
Okay.
I mean, literally, like
delicious.
if I got rid of that, they'd probably come for me. But that is one of everyone's favorites. So
So good.
that and the vanilla latte.
So yeah,
John is not a coffee drinker. I will make this very clear. He has notes on wherever I'm going for coffee that he will make sure that he gets whatever it is. And he orders a chocolate milk. So
Yes.
I can't remember if we've gotten chocolate milk there.
We
or
have
not.
gotten chocolate
Okay. And it's okay?
Yeah,
They've cut the
Schneider's.
mustard?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Schneider's.
Oh, well then there you go.
Schneider's
It doesn't get
chocolate
any
milk.
better.
But you were talking about the coffee market
Yes.
being so complicated. I get it.
Yes.
Because to me, it's fascinating that we went from my mother and dad drinking Maxwell House
Yes.
to every time somebody orders a coffee now, it's there's all kind of controls. They look like they're changing the valves on a nuclear reactor or something. That's
Like
so
mad
complicated.
scientists. Yeah.
Right.
We are.
Yeah, and so, but I guess the market has led you to that, right? It's not that simple.
It has, yes. We brew and we sell La Prima. So that was one of the things that I'll never forget. The day that I called Sam Patty and I said, hey, I'm going to buy the shop. He called me and he said, I want you to come down to the roaster. I want to talk to you. And I was just like shaking in my shoes that day. And my daughter went with me and he had us both make cappuccinos.
Oh, wow.
Cappuccinos are not especially easy because of the milk frothing and the
Sure.
steaming and everything. You don't want to overdo it. But he was just like, good job. He made her do it. And I'm like, she's not working with me. And he's like,
You need a backup, right?
yeah. He says, I don't care. It's okay. I want to see this. And he's like, good job. So
You got to prove
It's a lot.
that was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just so thankful
And here you
for
are.
that
The portability
experience.
now is crazy. Seriously,
you.
I mean, it just comes in, here you go, and it is
Yep.
delicious. So
And here it
tell
is.
everybody, where can they find you, follow you, all that good stuff.
We are at 802 Brookline Boulevard. That's the name. 802 Bean Company makes it easy. Although we do have a lot of like, are you from Vermont? No, we're not. Because that's
Okay,
the area code.
Sure.
Yes. We are on Facebook, 802 Bean Company, and Instagram, 802 Bean Company.
And it's literally
Super
Rachael
easy.
approved. It's one of my absolute favorites. And you're
Thank
one of my
you.
favorite people as well,
Thank you,
Megan. Thank you so
Rachael.
much for joining us. Next up, we are going to talk to our fine friends at the Aviary, but we have to do a locate the locator from People's Gas. Stay with us, you Jagoff Late Night. It's John and Rachael. Welcome back to your Jagoff Late Night. You will see a different Rachael in this episode segment because I have a phobia of birds. What is that called, Cathy? What is my phobia called? What are birds? What kind of
I just forgot about it.
Ornithophobia?
Yeah, I completely forgot the name because I do not believe in it, Rachael.
You're right.
Well, so well.
I've gotten better. And I will say,
Yes.
whenever you brought the owl for Owl-O-Ween out, I was a
Yes.
little bit like, wow. But Pumpkin has acclimated very quickly.
Pumpkin is the best.
Yes.
Pumpkin was hatched at the National Aviary. She's our first Eurasian eagle owl to ever be hatched at
How about
the aviary.
that?
Yeah.
Now, what type of owl is that? Because you spell things off like we know what you're talking about. So tell us what that is.
She is a Eurasian eagle owl, which is one of the largest owls found in the world.
What's so funny, I think sometime when you come on here, you're just going to say that. We're going to and you go, no, I was teasing you.
Yeah, you're going to make up words and we have no idea.
Yes, but all
It
right.
is so funny that it looks like Pumpkin is talking into the microphone. It is hysterical.
And
Look at-
she may, because she does occasionally have something to say.
And that was happening earlier because when we were here waiting, we heard that whoo. And we're like, wait, that sounds like a cartoon. Michaela and I were talking like, no, that's really an owl talking.
It is. And fun fact about owls is not all owls hoot.
Okay.
So Eurasian eagle owls are
So good.
hooters, but some owls like eastern screech owls make whinnying sounds. Barn owls make like screeching sounds and can sound like a ghost.
Okay.
So some owls hoot, some owls don't.
I was asking you this before we even came on because the owl is a pretty animal, pretty bird. And there are many. It's not like there's just a few. There are how many different types of at our aviary, at our national aviary?
Oh, I didn't count. There's,
Did we end up counting 6?
was it 6?
I think so.
'Cause
Britta, do we remember? 5 or
Barred
6?
owls, screech owls,
7.
burrowing owls, Eurasian eagle owls, spectacled owls, lots of owls.
The
There
good
you go.
news is we still didn't count, and I wouldn't know if you said it or you didn't.
Northern
so how's that?
white-faced owls like Apollo.
I think we're
that
up
you
to
met?
8, Britta.
And
Yeah,
the dad joke
I
would
think
be,
so.
I'd like to buy an owl.
Oh my God.
All right.
I'm stealing that.
Thank you.
I love that.
Well,
Thank you.
Cathy,
my
thank
God.
you very
Quit
much. So
inflating
the
my
reason
pet.
why you have Pumpkin here with us is because Pumpkin is the owl ambassador for
Owl-O-Ween.
yes.
Love Halloween.
Yes, it's our favorite celebration of our nocturnal neighbors.
I love, you guys are good with your puns. And so tell us a little bit about what can we expect for Halloween?
There's going to be owl talks during the day, crafts, trick-or-treating. You get to come in your favorite costume. It's just going to be a lot of fun, and it's something that's you can only do at the National Aviary.
And is it on Halloween?
It is the final weekend is actually this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
How about that?
So we're looking at, for those listening, make sure you go watch the video because, what does Pumpkin
Pumpkin's
have? It's nails? It's talons?
Talons,
Yes.
yes.
Look at John knowing.
I know. So
follow
Talon,
Cathy.
Pumpkin has some pretty big talons
Yeah.
because she's a pretty big girl. And they're very important though because owls help keep the rodent population in check. They're around, flying around at night, helping to keep all of those rodent populations down, which is what we need.
Okay.
Like, even you mean throughout the aviary? That's what.
Well, no, I'm talking
Okay.
in nature.
Nature. Okay.
Nature.
Wow, that's a pretty cool job to have.
Yep, in nature, they're going to eat rats and mice and things like that.
And speaking of, before we came on, we said, "What is Pumpkin snacking on over there?" And you said,
Yes, pieces of meat, but for her particularly, I have pieces of mice.
yeah, there you go. So I just want to invite you over to my house just in case this time of year, whenever it starts to get a little ugly. So you guys are known for doing the amazing programming. What happened? What made you kind of come up with Halloween? Was there a big demand for something at Halloween time?
We're always looking for unique ways to get messaging about our birds and our animals. And so Owl-O-Ween and the whole nighttime spooky feel just really tied it in together. But any way that we can sneak in cool conservation messaging about the animals that we work on and how we can protect them in the wild is a good time because you can have fun and learn at the same time.
True
Well,
story.
I think that's it because you can spend probably half a day, almost a full day at the aviary. And keep in mind that it is the National Aviary. There's no other National Aviary.
And we have daily activities throughout the day that we space out, and they're all different. So when you come, if you look at all the offerings, you can't spend a full day learning about so many different animals. And we have free flight rooms like the wetlands in our tropical forest. And if you walk through quickly, you miss all of the things that are in
Rachel
there.
loved that.
There are 100 different birds in each of those rooms. So the longer you spend in them, the more you see.
Sure. And that is a true story because you have, in all seriousness, you have programming all the time, but you invite people to come throughout the year because it doesn't matter what time of year it is because they are learning something no matter when they come. But what can they particularly expect?
Pumpkin is looking like
trying
right
to
at
get
her.
my attention. She wants your crumb cake.
Oh,
for
my
some
gosh.
reason.
I would
Sorry,
I would
Pumpkin.
give it.
She's like,
Pumpkin.
what is that?
Yeah.
She just wants to play with it.
But so I was saying, like, there's so many different things that people can explore. But this weekend in particular, what can they expect Friday and Saturday?
So Saturday and Sunday.
Or Saturday, Sunday. Sorry.
Yep.
Jeez, I'm playing the part of John as Rachel.
It's all good. So they're going to be special owl presentations in addition to our daily activities,
Right.
like our penguin feeding and other events like that. There's going to be crafts. There's going to be story time. There's so many different things.
Okay.
All about owls.
Kath, I got a little scared.
Cathy, we saw Pumpkin's wingspan earlier. What is Pumpkin's wingspan for those listening?
5 to 6 feet.
Hey, it was amazing because I was thought, well, should we close the door to the theater here? No, but how far will they fly? Basically, if they're going out to catch prey, 100 yards, 200 yards.
So the cool thing about owls is they have really soft feathers and they have fringes on the edge of their feathers. And owls actually have silent flight. When they fly silently. You can't hear them.
Oh,
so
okay.
like that's something that's like special to the owls because when they're out hunting at night, they have very large eyes. They have very good vision. And then they have their ears are actually one ear hole is down lower on the side of their ears and one is higher. And so that helps triangulate and pinpoint the sound as it's traveling
But you
to their
said great ears, right? They can hear very well, meaning.
They can hear very well.
Okay.
So, and they have those sharp talons. So when owls hunt with the eyesight, the silent flight, and the hearing, they hunt with 95% accuracy.
Wow.
So they're very good at what they do.
That's fantastic. And so where I was going with my Saturday, Sunday question was, we were saying like we're in this room and so Pumpkin's doing very well.
Yeah.
But when you have a room full of particularly kids or something like that, how will the owls interact?
Oh, they're fine. They'll do
love it.
exactly this.
Just
Yep,
like
they
this.
just people watch,
They're
especially
used
in
to-
costumes. There's lots to look at.
Yeah, I was
do
going
they
to say
see
they're
in
coming
color?
in costume.
They can see in
Yeah,
color.
so they could see the
Yep.
flashing your Jagoff logo and be so proud, Pumpkin,
What do you
that you're
think of
on
that,
this.
Pumpkin?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of entertaining for them.
It is, and the
Okay.
eyes are just so big, and they feel like
Is
they're
that
looking
why
right through
Pumpkin
you.
is named Pumpkin?
Pumpkin is named for her eyes.
See,
yes,
I think I've met, that's why I'm saying, I think I met Pumpkin before.
All right, Cathy, we have so many important questions, and we want you to give the website, but we can't let you do that until we answer our
Answer two
Rohrich Honda
things.
question of the day.
Yes.
So are you good for that?
Sure.
All right, Rohrich Honda question of the day is, all right, it's Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie, but I love nothing else pumpkin. I love Pumpkin the Owl. What do you like or not like that's really, really like that's pumpkin, if anything?
Like or dislike?
Pumpkin rolls.
Pumpkin rolls.
Oh, with
like
the cream cheese
Yeah.
filling. A good
That's a
a
good
good
one.
pumpkin roll is a good thing.
Okay. Nothing personal, Pumpkin.
Yes.
Pumpkin's not even listening.
Yes.
She
Yeah,
wants
no.
the microphone, you can tell.
Right.
Kath, the bigger question, did you bring us a junk drawer item? And I know that you did.
Yes.
I love the toucan. Thank
It's
you.
toucan pen.
That's a cool pen,
Did you guys go to the gift shop before you came here? Is that what happened?
Right.
Well,
No.
I almost brought you an owl pellet, but I thought that would be too far.
Yeah.
To be honest.
People dissect owl pellets. It's a real thing. Owls can't digest the bones in the fur, and they cough them up, and then they sterilize them, and you can give them to kids, and you can dissect the owl pellets to see what the owls ate. But I thought that might be a little bit.
Listen, if I'm ever on a game show and
That
I say,
is-
who should I take with me as my phono friend?
Right.
Remind me that it's Cathy Schlott from the National Aviary because she
Right.
has so many useful
And she
facts.
spews
that-
it so easily,
Yeah,
too.
it's just she's like
Yeah.
in the middle of a conversation, you'll be talking about crumb cake, and she's like, and as far as crumb cakes and owls, there's just some correlation.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate all my facts
100%.
because when I'm out with my friends, not so much.
We
Oh,
appreciate
right.
you, and we appreciate the National Aviary. Cathy, where can everybody find out more information? And I said I was going to say this, but we are doing a fun little collaboration with Jenny Lee Bakery.
Yes.
Is it Bird or Bread? Michaela's heading that, and it's amazing. So talk to us a little bit about where do we find you?
At aviary.org.
Easy enough. And all the socials?
They're
Britta.
There we go. Our
Facebook
marketing
and
person.
Instagram.
Yeah, we have Facebook, Instagram.
National Aviary
Yeah.
because we
Yes.
are the National Aviary and we are
There is
the
no
John and
other.
Rachel, and we are so happy that we had the Aviary on. Next up, we are going to be talking crock pots. Stay with us.
UPMC Health Plan has helped support my health by simply being available. And I can reach out to a real person and get an immediate answer and not have to worry about a wait time. Coming from a life without having any insurance is a chaotic one and it's a stressful one, and knowing that I have it is just a tremendous piece of support to have. I would absolutely recommend UPMC Health Plan to others because the ease of use, the immediacy, the availability, and those mobile apps which make my busy life a lot easier.
KB Plumbing. KB Plumbing. B Plumbing. Ben! Wow.
What are we doing in here, John?
Ben, I can't get this to go. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I need like 22 liters per minute come out of there when I shower. 22
liters per minute?
Yeah.
Well, you got the wrong shower head. Okay. 22 liters per minute.
All right.
So what you want to do is, there's a couple different options. Get rid of this guy. You can get yourself one with a nice one.
Yeah.
You got stuck in this tight space. That
I'd
definitely work for, a little undercarriage cleaning, if you know what I'm talking about.
I got you. Yeah.
Get rid of this, get one of those, and then you should be ready to go.
Oh, man.
Can you watch where you're at next time you call me?
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, thanks, pal.
It's Rachael and John, and you were singing the song, so I thought you were getting ready to go.
Well, I introduced, I'm like a little less like tense from the Owl.
This is interesting because this is a guest
Full circle.
that was on BR before Rachael on a little video when we were shooting all these videos on a little flip cam, if anybody remembers those. But so Lisa, Crockpot Mom, welcome to you, Jagoff Late Night.
Well, thank you for having me, and I love the fact that this time Rachel's here and you're not. He came on my set. I was filming for my producers, and he came right on when I was cooking. Brought some helmets, like he thought he was going to cook too.
Oh my God, I forgot.
It was a hockey helmet, and I'm like, whoa, John.
Danger. We were playing the old Jagoff thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I only had one kid then. Yeah. Now I have 4.
Oh, wow. That is almost a decade. Yes. That's how long ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Look at you guys, friends for a long time, but I'm happy to finally meet you.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here, and this is exciting. I didn't think I would see musicians and owls.
Oh yeah, that's you never know what you're gonna get. Your energy is contagious, Lisa. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Absolutely.
It's like cameras on.
Well, I have to I have to tell you what's really funny in my family. I have 3 children as well. Mine are much older than yours. And when my hockey boys see a crock pot, did you ever see the TikToks or the memes when it's like, what your child looks like when they see the crock pot out? That's what they're like. Oh man, what is she making?
Oh no, we better step your game up.
I know. And so, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You finish.
So talk to me about how you can kind of get away from that stigma because you've done it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. So when I thought about crock pots, like back in the day, I was finishing my master's degree. I had a son that was 2 months early. I needed to cook meals. I was doing psychology and counseling, and I'm like, you know what, Mom, I need help. And I called my nanny and I called my mom, and I'm like, they're good. They're Italian women. They cook Italian authentic spaghetti and meatballs and pasta. And I'm like, I need to step my game up because they didn't want me in the kitchen. I'm the first to go to college. I'm the first to get my master's. My family came from Italy. And so they just wanted me to focus on school, not the kitchen.
Sure.
But I realized when you become a mom, you got to feed those kids. You can't live off McDonald's and all that stuff. You want to cook good. And so when I would go on the internet, I would just like talk to other moms, and then I'd talk to my mom. And I already had this moms club in my hometown called Mommy's Club Garage Sale, where it's 19,000 members. It's a local club, kind of like Marketplace, where moms and dads and people from all over sell their stuff.
Sure.
This is before Marketplace became big.
Right.
And I had rules, but now it's huge in my hometown. And so a lot of the moms there were swapping their recipes. And I was like, you know what? I see a lot of crock pot. My mom always made really good crock pot meals, but then I started doing more research, and I kept asking women to send their recipes in. And then I developed my own page called Crockpot Moms. Well, it just kept growing and growing and growing to like now we're at 1.2 million followers.
Amazing.
Some posts hit 300 million and they're not even following. Yeah. You don't even have to follow to be a part of my page. But what's cool is a woman in Texas might use a whole chocolate bar in their chili. Ew. I never thought of that. Yeah, but some women might put cocoa powder or brown sugar. But you'll realize people are like, hey, I tried that. It was so good.
So you were one of the first really digital cookbooks. Right. International digital cookbooks.
I was the first podcast. One time my friend Candace, who's here live today watching me, she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're going to radio. It's called 123 Live Internet Radio. It was like a podcast. We didn't know what it was called.
Sure.
And my mom's like, Lisa, you have your master's in counseling. Like, what are you doing with this blog. I'm like, I'm not a blogger. I didn't know what I was.
Yeah.
But I was
But you
influencing
stumbled
people.
upon, right.
Yeah.
I had a Facebook page before Ryan Seacrest. I had one before McDonald's. I kept telling my friends, these pages and groups are going to do something. And people are like, what's Facebook? Some people don't even have Facebook yet. They're like, Lisa keeps trying to add me as a friend. That's stupid. But now that, look at us. Like,
And it's amazing because I remember when we interviewed, I would use a crock pot as a single dad. I would use a crock pot all the time.
Yes.
Because I really needed that leverage. And
that's how we bonded.
To this day, right.
Yeah.
To this day, like my kids are the same thing as Rachael, like, it's the crock pot again.
Yes.
But you had taught me like you can even bake a cake in a crock pot.
Which was pumpkin cake,
thing.
by the way, since we're talking about pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full disclosure, not the owl.
From KDK. He has cooked before my pumpkin cake. I make this amazing pumpkin dump cake, and it's really easy to do. So you just check out my page. I'll be posting some of it. But I mean, you can make pizza. If you say your kids, you want to get them involved. I love the crock pot too because you're able to spend more time at the dinner, at the dinner. You're sitting
Like
around
having a conversation or catching up.
Instead of just like you're relaxing, you're not sitting there trying to prep all this food. You've already cooked it all day. So come home and have good conversations with your kids, you know?
Yeah.
Or get them involved on a Saturday. Spray your slow cooker, get some pizza dough, your favorite sauce, and just your favorite toppings, cheese, 2.5 hours on high. Boom, you have a deep dish pizza without putting the oven on.
That's
You're going to
crazy.
impress your kids.
Well,
good.
but here's my question. So answer this because my mother is an Italian cook. And so same.
Can't live up to them.
They were like, we're not teaching you. You can watch and do your
Yes.
thing, but there was really never a teaching process.
Yeah.
So when I got married and I was, rearing my children, it was kind of like, well, I got to figure this out. And so for people like that, so I consider myself an average cook. Like I can cook and I cook 5 days a week.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it would be easier if I could use it more often.
Yeah.
Why am I failing, or why are there people failing? How do we overthink it because the crock pot is that simple?
Yeah. Well, another thing too, sometimes you go on these websites and you look for a recipe and then it scrolls to another page, another page. Not mine. You come to mine, we're going to just give it to you for free. That's what I'm all about. I don't want to be clickbait. You just come to my page, you get the recipe, and then underneath it is 10,000 women going, hey, put a little bit of garlic in there, put a little bit of this, put a little bit.
So they're
of
chiming in, and that's the cool
yes,
part.
like I love it. Thanksgiving time. Oh my god, we do the whole thing. We do the crock pot and the turkey. We do crock and balls, stuffing balls. We do mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese. And I love a woman from the South is like, hey, here's the trick: add some cream cheese. Or the other one's like, hey, no, I don't use cream cheese. Try sour cream. And like, it's just neat how they
And I feel like there's
piggyback
minimal
from each other.
negativity, right? Because
none at all. It's
I
so
love that.
weird
Yeah.
to be on a page. I had a radio station reach out to me once. They're like, how do you do it? Because there's no negativity.
Right.
And it's weird. Like you I don't tolerate anyways. Like if I see someone saying something, I'm like, bye.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to do that either.
Sure.
It's pretty much my members that will be like,
That's
they
enough.
run
police
it.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they love it. They're dedicated, and they know I'm dedicated to them too. I mean, I've got TV offers before that they wanted to buy out my page, but no way. I've always had to protect my members. I've never sold anything unless I really thought it was authentic. I never share anybody's books. I mean, I love John's book, so we shared it. Like, we don't just do things to do things. These are people and moms and dads, and they're looking for like to make their life easier. So why would we make it?
And you're
worse,
building
you know?
community, and that's the biggest piece. Yeah,
we
for
do
sure.
crock pot events. We do girls'
Yeah.
night. We're going to start doing this girls' night or man night, or who knows, maybe some cooking, like demonstrations, and time for people to just to spend time to each other.
Yeah.
And I'm a therapist too, so I like to just bring on some more
I
kid
think we
advice
should
too.
do the Rennebeck challenge where you have a crock pot on and we video your kids coming in.
When they're coming home from
And,
college.
and they're like, oh, mom has a crock
then
pot.
I'm
Then
there
you have
now.
this
Then you're-
amazing
it's like you pop out,
pizza
Yes.
and cake and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I got
Spinach
the
and
Doug
artichoke
Oster side eye.
dip.
Did you
Okay.
notice that when I was like, why am I not doing a good job? She's like, I don't know, because it's not hard, lady. Get it together.
Right.
Steak,
So we want to
mashed
know where
potatoes.
everybody can find you, follow you, all that good stuff, be a part of your community. But we have a question of the day first. So what would you do? What would be the ultimate pumpkin recipe to throw in the crock pot?
Oh, well, there's just so many. I mean,
What's the first? What
a
would
really
be the
good one, an
easiest?
easy one,
Yeah.
if you would buy like a pumpkin cake. And then say you would get, okay, so you're gonna spray your slow cooker down.
Yep.
You're gonna get those cake box mixes.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
say
yeah.
Pumpkin cake.
Sure.
Okay, and then you're gonna get one of those boxes of cream cheese pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Mix that together, mix your cake up, put it in the crock pot, and then add some white chocolate chips. And boom, you got a yummy cake. I mean, there's some more that goes into it. So follow my page because I'm live right now. So I'm just kind of, going for a win. But I've made it multiple times and it's easy. It's like 3 or 4 ingredients. And you know what? We're on a budget right now. The whole world.
Yes.
So no matter how much you make, everybody's trying to save their money, save their pennies because they're getting stuff for their kids or whoever, For
whatever, yeah.
Whatever. And it's just, it's a hard economy. So some of my recipes are just 3 or 4 ingredients.
And just as a reminder, it's John and Rachael from your Jagoff Late Night. And before we go to your junk drawer item, John, did you have another question to ask her?
No, go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So did you bring us a junk drawer item?
I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
I feel like this is good.
Is it a crock pot?
Where do I put this?
Is it a crock pot? Yeah. No, I could literally talk to you for hours because I have so many questions. But okay, tell us, what did you find?
Okay, he said to bring something for like the office.
Yeah.
And I love this sign. It says, believe in your dreams, because you know what? I had a dream to create a page to help moms and dads and people all around to cook, just like I didn't know how to cook and I stepped up my cooking game. And they now 20 years later, I'm cooking blind. Like I can make the best Italian meatballs and I have so many good recipes now and I love to encourage other people to do it. And when they call me back and they're like, Lisa, my whole family loved it. They feel special. And that's my whole thing my go for your dreams. We are all instilled with some type of passion or some type of gift. And when you do your gift and your passion, I'm telling you, everything unfolds. So believe in your dreams. Don't stop yourself.
I love that. So Lisa, I have one more question for you.
I knew it was
Crock-Pot is your thing, right? That's the brand.
Crock-Pot and social media too. I mean, I always love science here. I found out social media is a part of science.
Yeah.
I love helping kids. I'm a TV producer on Netflix for Space Racers. They asked me to be on a couple of years ago. Okay. My TV producer, Brett Nemiroff, is now signing me and we're working on a national TV show, and he's helped many big time stars, and so I'm just learning the TV industry and loving it. But my whole goal is to really I'm going to start mental health centers. So when I sign my deals, I have my master's in counseling, and you know how you go to MedExpress, I feel like we need more mental health, we need more mental health communities, and so those are one of my goals too. So
what is your backup cooking device if it's not a crock pot?
Oh well, you know what?
Grill.
I'd love the grill, but you know what? Get the soup. So you know those rotisserie chickens we always have extra. So you're just going to go ahead and make a yummy. I love a Mexican chicken. I just take my chicken soup and I'll make a tortilla chicken soup. It's so easy.
That's
just
one of my favorite
put your roasted
soups.
chicken in, chicken broth, corn, salsa, salt,
a little bit of black beans.
Yeah, a little black beans, a little bit of that Rotel, kidney beans. Oh my gosh. Cream cheese, cilantro, boom.
I love this.
So good.
Next time
we need to have you on more often.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm coming to cook.
Tell everybody where they find you.
Okay, and you can find me on Facebook at Crockpot Moms at facebook.com/Crockpot Moms. You can find me at crocketmoms.com. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me wherever. Instagram, Google, YouTube, you name it. Just put in Crockpot Moms. Even Alexa, my kids love to ask.
I love that. It was such a pleasure. The only thing I don't like about you is that you knew John, but I didn't like this relationship. I want you to be my friend. Normally it's
share.
Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
I'll
go.
share.
No,
Rachel, you're amazing.
All mine.
Yes,
Thank
and John,
you so
it's so
much.
good to see you. Like I said, you didn't age. It was
I
the same. I
appreciate
did.
that. Same
but
back
you
at you.
No, you look
Yes.
fantastic.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Anyway, we get the pleasure of hearing one of our favorite musicians who we've not even met yet. Stay with us, you Jagoff Late Night.
Welcome to Fernandez. Can I take your orders?
You need a tappet?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to cook. Here we go.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachael. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas.
Please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
I've been thinking that Rohrich Automotive needs a new jingle.
Rohrich Automotive got the best cars around Pittsburgh.
Driving a Rohrich, I bought it at Rohrich. Picked up my new car at Rohrich Automotive. I got friends at Rohrich Automotive where the staff is nice and the dealership's loaded with brand new cars. And you can drive real far.
It's Rachael and Sean, your Jagoff Late Night, and always dedicated to local musicians. And since the very first podcast ever, and since we're coming up 100 of your Jagoff Late Night, we still haven't missed. And we have to. This is somebody new, but you know somebody on the other side.
Well, that's
right?
why this is my new favorite musician, because I know Austin Isley, who I kind of embarrassed in the beginning and said, I've known him since he's a young kid, who was playing hockey as well. Do you look at crock pots and get like, oh my God?
I wouldn't know what to do if I had to be honest with you. So.
But a cool conversation in typical Pittsburgh style is Austin and I met for coffee, and we were talking about how you were coming on, and he said, one of my favorite musicians. So I cannot wait to hear you perform. I heard you warming up, and I'm super excited.
Yeah,
and I even got your name Burkett, because it's Burkett.
Burkett.
Young guy Burkett. But
it's Burkett for my family. But
okay, fantastic.
For everybody else is Burkett.
And so introduce yourself and tell us how you started into the music life.
So I'm young guy Burkett.
Yeah.
29. I started making music 9 years ago.
Okay.
In college, I was wrestling in college. Tore both my meniscuses and got way too intoxicated, made a song.
Yeah.
Woke up the next day, found out I made a song, and I was like, okay, it's not too bad.
I love when that happens.
Decided to make another one. It took off, and I was like, well, these aren't going to heal. I'm
Right,
probably
and who
not going
needs
to be
college?
a professional
Yeah.
wrestler. So
Right.
I dropped out, and here we are.
And
For
who-
real? That's so cool.
Who
That's a
needs
great story.
knees to sing songs?
No, well, I mean, I'd be crowd surfing and stuff.
Oh,
I'd be having a good time up there.
So where's your music taking you so far? Like, you're a hit here in Western Pennsylvania.
Well,
for
I just
sure.
moved back from Hawaii about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So it took me there. First airplane ride I ever been on. Started
right?
performing on the beach every Saturday.
10 out of
Yeah,
10.
and paying my rent pretty much. And
Yeah.
then I've done shows in North Carolina, South Carolina, a bunch of different states, but I've been kind of just trying to take over the Pittsburgh scene a little bit.
I love it. And you finding it friendly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Austin's like, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Some people aren't the nicest, but
Okay.
I ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how would you describe your music for someone who hasn't heard it yet?
All over the place.
Yeah.
I grew up like country Mac Miller. That was about it. And now I'm making everything but like screamo and reggae.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We should do that next.
Screamo.
Now, Austin, talk about, because as we said, we had a conversation and I found out you were going to be accompanying.
Right.
How did that work out? How did you guys meet, and how are you here as well?
How did we meet? It was a minute ago, like about a year and a half.
I had a
ago.
photographer bring me to Passage.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting next to him, didn't even introduce myself yet, and he started playing guitar. And I was like, what is this? And he was like, I'm just messing around. And I was like, which is so weird that it's this song.
It's this song?
It is.
How about
insane.
that?
Yeah. But he was just messing
okay.
around, and he was just playing the guitar, and I was just like, can I like freestyle on it real quick? And so I just like opened my phone for my voice memos, and I was just like, what am I? And he was like, looked at me, and I was like, can I just like keep going? And then
That's
turned into a
it. I
song.
love that.
Yeah,
That's
and then
very
just hanging
organic,
out every
nice.
day, working the Passage all the time, and
Nice.
made a whole album.
All right, so we have a million things we want to ask you, and especially where they find your music. But did you happen to bring us a junk drawer item? Of
course I did.
Yes.
Thank goodness,
I didn't get
because
that
then you
memo, so
wouldn't be
thank
my
God.
favorite musician anymore.
I brought a little drunken gnome.
Oh, and no.
Oh, a
yeah.
drunken
I mean,
gnome.
who
All
doesn't want a
right.
drunken gnome?
It's Lance, not even standing up.
I don't
That's right.
drink anymore.
That's right.
I'm 19 months sober.
Oh,
but
good. Congratulations.
That's
Thank you.
wonderful.
One more thing, our Rohrich Automotive question of the day is: if you have to eat something pumpkin other than pumpkin pie, would it be that, or do you know?
Are you a
like-
pumpkin person?
I don't get a birthday cake. I get a pumpkin pie.
Oh, okay.
But my girlfriend brought me a pumpkin roll the other day.
Yeah.
That seems to be
Holy
the thing.
cow.
Austin,
But
what
we've
do you
not
eat?
tried
I don't
crock
like
pot.
pumpkin pie, but pumpkin rolls are all right.
All right.
Yeah.
There
Pumpkin
you
rolls
go.
are the way to
They're
go.
all right.
You
But
learn so
pumpkin
much.
the
here.
owl was really awesome.
That was our favorite pumpkin.
Right.
So what is the name of the song that we're going to hear?
Don't forget about me. And it actually came out at midnight last night.
Oh,
So-
wow. Yeah, that's awesome. And like not, don't you forget about me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can do that
are you
one
guys
too.
too young? Okay.
There's license issues on that
Fair
one.
enough. I
Yeah.
know. No one caught it. It's all good. Anyway, we have to check in with our friend Jack Dougherty at the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership for our 412 dues, and then we're going to get to the song. Stay with us on your Jagoff Late.
Hi, my name is Jack Dougherty. I'm with the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership, bringing you the 412 dues for downtown this month. So, as you can see, right behind me, we are building the holiday market. The calendar may still show October, but the holidays are right around the corner, and we are getting things ready here downtown. Because of the construction in Market Square, we are moving the holiday market to this location here in the Cultural District. Right behind me, this is Katz Plaza at the corner of Penn Avenue and 7th Street. Right across the street, there is going to be more activations in the parking lot across from the Benedum, and then we have another parking lot right down 7th Street there. So this is kind of the hot spot where you're going to be able to visit the holiday market, find those unique gifts that you're not going to find anywhere else. We have tons of vendors locally across the country and from around the world that come here to Pittsburgh every year to sell these awesome, unique holiday gifts and create a really cool experience. We also are going to bring back our Photos with Santa operation in the Heinz Hall courtyard. That is a suggested donation to the food bank, and you get your picture with the Santa, which is super exciting and a great way to make those holiday memories. And despite the construction in Market Square is still a hotspot of holiday activity. We're gonna have some fun pop-ups on Market Street and Grammy Street heading into the square, and a window display competition. At least 10 of our businesses there are going to be decking out their windows in Market Square with holiday joy. Each one, you can vote for your favorite, and whoever wins, they're going to be making a donation to the charity of their choice. So it's a great way to bring in a little competition, support some local businesses, and get into the holiday spirit. More information to come. Light Up Night, circle it, mark it on your calendars. That's November 22nd. That is a Saturday. That's when this all kicks off. Keep an eye out for our announcements. You can follow us at downtownpittsburgh.com. Social media at Downtown Pitt on all the platforms. Sign up for our newsletter. That's how you're going to get all of this updated information to make your holiday plans. And we can't wait to see you and deck the halls here in downtown.
How you doing? I'm Young Guy Burkett, and this is my new song, Don't Forget About Me. I wouldn't mind one call again. See, I lost time, even more a friend. See, I come and go, you never leave. Broke my heart, it ain't hard to see that I shouldn't be playing games with somebody when I don't want games to be played on me. Hanging with somebody who don't really wanna hang with me. And I'll get too high, tend to overthink. I'm tired of saying sorry. I started treating myself like I was someone I loved, and things started to feel a little different. How come when I'm sad, I never feel I'm enough, and when I'm right, I'm left till it's all wrong. I feel like I can't stop. Yeah, I'm chasing the damn clock. But I ain't have a day off in like 16 weeks, and I could probably chill out, but that just ain't me. Cause man, I fear they gon' forget about me. Yeah, so it's why I need okay, a new video every week. Cause I could go broke. Just don't forget about me. But I wouldn't mind one call again. Cause I lost time, even more a friend. See, I come and go, you never leave. Broke my heart, it ain't hard to see that I shouldn't be. Okay, playing games with somebody when I don't want games to be played on me. Hanging with somebody, yeah, who don't really wanna hang with me. And I'll get too high, tend to overthink. I'm tired of saying sorry. Okay, but that's just me. What do we think?
I feel like we love when people network at a podcast I feel like you should be singing that while everybody's sipping coffee at 8:02.
Yes, 8:02. Yes.
Well, I am looking for an album release show spot coming up.
There you go. Right. They got a little back
make
deck.
something shake here.
They have a little outside deck in the back there.
Yes.
Yes.
We
All right.
love it.
So,
Guys,
dude,
you are
thank
so
you so much. That was really
fantastic.
smooth.
If you like that, the whole album comes out next month, and I thought that was the worst one on the album.
Sweet.
So.
Really?
Wow.
That's a great song. And it just came out, you said.
It just did last night. Yeah.
Wow, that's some good
Sweet.
stuff. And that's why that's my new favorite musician. See, there you go. You guys
called
did a
it
great
right.
job. Thank you so much to the National Aviary. Thank you so much to 802 Bean Company. Make sure you are supporting local. And thank you so much to my new best friend, Lisa, not yours.
Right.
Crock pot.
She is going to prove you a great crock pot
mom.
cook.
There you go.
For your kids.
You guys, we love this episode. We appreciate that you've been with us, and we hope you have an amazing weekend. Till next time.